Can't keep doing this shit. Like my brothers, my sisters, my niggas, they hustling hard, they working hard every day. My old lady done walked out because I don't got that money. I just try to tell them, hold on. I said I know you on the grind, bro. Give me a minute, I'm about to be signed though. I said, hold on, baby. I know you wanna leave, cause you see, lady, I haven't been achieving. Believe, hold on. I say I'm about to have this money, everything gonna be fucking lovely, trust me. Okay, yeah, and everything gonna be lovely, trust me. I say I know you on the grind, bro. Give me a minute, I'm about to be signed though. I said, hold on, baby, I know you wanna leave, cause you see, lately I haven't been achieving. Believe, hold on. I say I'm about to have this money, everything gonna be lovely, trust me. Okay, yeah, and everything gonna be lovely, trust me. Tell us if you hold on, baby. You know, man, I'm gonna do this hold on. I'ma do all y'all, I'ma put y'all all on. And I ain't mad at you, mama, what you did.
When I first moved to Vegas, it was the fastest growing city in America. The city I was leaving, my hometown, had seemingly overnight become the most abandoned city in America. Vegas meant a new start for me. Life there was in stark contrast to what I had grown accustomed to being born and raised in the Motor City. It's as if the Mojave and its dry heat had a soothing therapeutic effect on my mind state. I never wanted to return to the gloomy haze of dark clouds that loomed above the racially fragmented, segregated city I played in as a child. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
You getting ready for work?
Yep, gotta get in there.
I got the text you sent me last night. I was kind of drunk. I've been up all night working on my editing, but what's going on with the mortgage? What was you saying?
Well, I got a letter from them, and it was basically telling me that my mortgage is gonna be increased to almost $1,300 a month. And after I got over the shock, you know, at first I'm thinking this must be a mistake, so I called them, the mortgage company, trying to find out what's going on. And they told me, well, Miss Jackson, it's not really us. Your taxes are being increased.
Wow, in this neighborhood?
Because that's what was shocking. I'm thinking, let me see, how many people live on a block over? Maybe 1 or 2 houses that are actually inhabited. And then I step out of my house every day and see this house that's burned up across the street. You know, it's sad, but I think it's just time to go. I can't see myself even attempting to pay that kind of money in this neighborhood. I could be living in Farmington, you know,
right,
someplace that I can sleep at night without going to bed listening to a melody of gunfire or loud music or cars racing up and down the street.
Right.
That's what I'm dealing with every day now, or you know it. You know.
Yeah, I'm working on my final demo reel project, and I'm doing a documentary, and I was trying to do something positive, but it's so much other negativity that has to be addressed that it's kind of hard, especially, you know, when the house across the street got burnt down. I slept through the whole fire. I heard the guy talking to you. It was...
Yeah, and the sad thing about it was that fire, you could tell it was deliberately set because there was a guy that was staying there off and on, but the fire had to be deliberately set, and it was so intense. The heat was so high. You could feel it across the street on the porch. And the house directly next to it, the roof started melting. Their car caught on fire. So, I mean, one person's senseless act causes everyone else to have to spend money, property damaged. I'm
surprised the fire department got there in time, the way the mayor been cutting the city services. I don't know.
And you know what? I was really surprised too. And not only did one truck come, it was like 3 trucks. And they, you know, the firefighters, officers, they deserve everything they get paid, because as bad as that house is burning, they just got out there, got on their ladders, they got up on the roof. I mean, they're putting their lives in danger, and they're facing the same cut the police department are facing. So, I mean, talking about a 10% pay decrease, and paying an additional 20% on medical coverage, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Something's got to change for the better, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Can I eat this sandwich?
How about half?
All right. Sahara woke yet?
Yeah, she's up and running. You had that.
Hey, you tell her to come here. I want to tell her bye before I leave out.
Sahara.
Sahara. Come here, Sahara. That's my daughter, Sahara. Miss Viva Las Vegas, baby. The latest chapter in my life. I named her after Sahara Avenue in Las Vegas, which is her hometown. It's hard to explain how I ended up back in Detroit, Michigan, but my daughter had a lot to do with it, and so did the recession.
I'm back, like I never even left. Yeah, as I sit back and take my breath, and I'm about to really go in, like it's street lights on and it's night, man. And I'm a kid, and my parents watching, but at the same time I'm sitting back, I'm really plotting to show them how I'm really gonna bust their ass, like I'm a rockin' their ass a window when they really glass. They just like blunts, 2 hits and pass. See the cops coming, then I really dash. Yup, I'm about money. Crash money. Back like I never left. Back like I never left. I say I'm back like I never left. I just perfected myself.
It should have been here. It should have got here at least about 3:10. No later than 3:10.
And you said you see how many buses go in the opposite direction?
2. Since 3, since I've been standing out here.
You seen 3 what?
Buses going towards St. John Hospital.
The bus came yet?
No.
How many buses went the other way?
Like you said, 3.
Y'all was telling me something about the school system, man. Some changes that's going on, man. You mind saying anything about that? Just explain to us what's going on.
It's a lot. It's just the state is taking over the schools, is what they saying, and the school gonna have to be year round now, and they add another grade or something like that. They saying, and they're saying that the school's not gonna be credited, which means that there's gonna be no more credits for the athletes out here. It's gonna be hard for them to get at big name schools because the big name schools not gonna be looking at you anymore because of the EAA system and the credits.
The bus driver's attitude are bad, and the bus service is terrible.
Wow.
They're not coming on time. It could be better.
As far as the bus service?
Yes, it could.
What's the problem? What's going on with it?
Bus is not on time. No air. Some of the bus drivers are very rude. I wouldn't say all of them. Some of them are.
You know anybody lost any jobs or because of the bus being late or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I have.
Today we was waiting on the Mac for at least an hour. Then right now we was waiting on the Cadillac. Cadillac not coming. I done lost a job because of the way the buses run. And really it's crazy. They need to do something about these city services. They need to put more people out here, hire more people, do whatever it is they can because the city is really falling.
How you feel about the situation?
I feel like they can step it up, man. I don't know what's going on, actually, because like he said, people got jobs, man.
Right.
You
They
know,
don't want you late.
they don't want you late.
They ready to get somebody else if they got to depend on somebody that's got to catch the bus.
Right. And most jobs got point systems, so you in a no-win situation, you know.
Right. Okay.
I think that they're taking a very big risk fooling with the police union the way they're doing. It's kind of one thing to deal with the sanitation workers, the public lighting people, or general employees, but police, you know, that's our protection and stuff. You know, if they're going to be laid off, if they're going to have to work extra hours, they're going to be tired. I think that's a part of the problem in terms of our crime. It's spread too thin, and we're not being protected. But like I said about the bus services and employees, you know, they're not trying to find any cost savings, not just cost savings, no revenue generating ideas.
Right.
And that's a problem.
Right.
I've been out in the streets, waving my cane, seeing a bus like that, and walking towards, like I'm at the there, coming to this bus stop, and you see me, but you go right past me. I'm waving. I'm in the street, waving, and it depends on the bus driver. Just well, he'll go past you. Unnecessary, knowing you want to catch the bus because you in the street, not on the curb. To indicate you wanted to go.
Right now, the topic of discussion is the transportation system that's in our city, because they're cutting the bus lines at 12 o'clock so that people aren't able to get back and forth to their jobs, to their places of business, or even to their homes for a sake. So what we need to do is we need to start politicking, and we need to start destroying and rebuilding our nation and making it a better place for our people, because our people are struggling right now. These are hard times, hard economic times for everybody. And as long as we continue to be in that have that crab in the bucket syndrome, we'll be in the same position 100, 200, 500 years down the line. So
ever since he got into office, I felt like he just cut into a lot of things that people has depended on ever since God knows when. So for him not to be a Detroit person, and what he did before he got to the office, he was a Bluesville person. So why would he come to Detroit, get a house in Detroit, and why would he do what he did?
Right.
If he's a businessman, he should stay a businessman.
You said the buses do what now?
They cut them off. They know people got to get home. Shit, some buses, they pull up, they pull off. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? You got some nasty-ass bus drivers that drive the bus. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's all messed up.
Basically, how long you been driving?
23 years.
Wow, that's a long time. And since you've been on the job, what type of changes y'all have been through as bus drivers that you've seen?
Pay cuts, more pay cuts, and more pay cuts. As long as I've been here, they gave me a 2% raise and took it back with an 8% decrease. Now we back again at a 10% cut.
Wow. They talking about cutting y'all pay some more again?
Yeah. And not only that, 20% to our insurance.
Who you think is behind all the mayhem?
Between the governor and the mayor.
As far as bus and public transportation, how's it going with that?
I feel like they shouldn't have cut it back an hour, like buses at a certain time run every hour. Because when it start getting back cold, it'd be real dark outside, and you never know what could happen to you at a bus stop. I had a friend that got jumped at a bus stop recently. She got robbed, beat her up, took her money and everything.
What bus stop was that?
The one at Eastland Mall, in the back of the mall.
In Harper Woods?
Yes.
Dang. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So y'all don't feel safe on the bus at all, right?
Sometimes I carry a knife.
I always have to carry some because people on the bus, they get the service.
Some of the problems I see is, for one, the buses run too far apart. For example, the Cadillac Harper. Every time I catch the Cadillac Harper, if I miss that bus, it'll take me an hour just to catch another one.
Have they always ran an hour apart, or?
Ever since, as long as I've known it.
I'm off the ground.
Yeah, basically, I think the bus system is really messed up. I catch the bus at Spec every day, and I'm late every time I have to catch the bus.
One, it's not safe. Two, some of these buses are too slow. Way too slow. People lose their jobs because they be at school late, working dropping summer school.
Okay.
Something they need to fix it, because we got on the bus one day and we almost got caught on fire.
What do you think about the current state of the bus system, city services in general?
I think it's what the citizens of Detroit have asked for. They have been negligent in keeping up with how the finances are spent and how the system is running. So now that everything's come to a head, they want to complain. It's too late.
What's the condition of the buses?
They stink. They smell like pee. Then you got bums riding the buses. They smell like pee. People, musty. The bed bugs on the bus.
Man, the fire departments,
the police, like those people that we really need though. Like you really want to live safe in your community, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think about all the late response times?
Late response times, I don't know, that's lack of manpower.
You be waiting at the bus stop smoking a cigarette, and they see you smoking a cigarette, they want to pull up and ride right by you just like you ain't even there on sidewalk. And then you got these other bus drivers that won't let you slide a penny short on their bus drive, like they getting every penny going to their pocket, man. They greedy and crooked. And we need to have our buses running 24 hours.
Who you need? DPD! Who you want? DPD! Who you need? DPD!
Look at that, slavery. I was never born in slavery and I'm not gonna participate in slavery. I don't think so. So I hope y'all citizens of Detroit backing us because everybody gonna suffer. Not just Detroit police, but citizens of Detroit also.
How we got here was years, if not decades, of mismanagement. How we got here is that we have not put the proper financing behind public safety in the first place. Therefore, it means that our citizens are getting less for the dollars that they actually pay in taxes. I mean, if you live inside the city of Detroit, you're living in fear. Fear to leave your house, fear to walk the streets. And until you bring public safety back to the strength and the numbers that they had, and make the job the profession that it is, you'll have a mad exodus out of this city. Back in the 80s, it was white flight. Now it's life flight.
I'm on the executive board of the Detroit Firefighters Association. I'm a captain on the Detroit Fire Department. And police, fire, and a lot of other unions have joined forces because of the financial stability agreement that the mayor signed in collaboration with the state. They are reducing positions, closing police precincts and fire stations. Right now in fire specifically, we're slated to have 164 layoffs, 255 demotions, and 10% wage cuts. The elimination of a lot of the positions are causing some people to lose anywhere from $18,000 to $22,000 in pay. That's going to create our longer response times for us, and it really creates unsafe situations for the city and the citizens.
We're on a demonstration. This demonstration here is pertaining to the city and their so-called cutbacks. The city has been, for decades, been mismanaging money, mishandling funds, and so forth and so on. You know, and it's sad that they have to, due to their mismanagement, decades of managing funds, they're gonna, take it out on the small people, the little men, us, the working people, the working class, that actually work here in the city of Detroit, and that actually cares about the city. You understand where I'm coming from? So, like I said before, earlier, when I talked to you earlier, that to me is more than just about 10%. This is, like I said before, union busting 101. That's all it is. It's union busting 101. We're one of the big dogs. If we go down, everyone, who's next? You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, Michigan is a union state, always have been, and to my opinion, will be a union state. You know what I mean? So I'm here supporting my people, supporting this cause, and I truly believe in it. You know what I mean?
No peace! This man is wanted by public safety. No peace! This man is wanted by public safety. Call Crime Stoppers. Call Crime Stoppers. You see now.
Protest today is about safety. Safety on the streets for the citizens. Today has nothing to do with money. We're talking about safety, restructuring of the fire and police departments. It's not safe.
We will be out here at this fair's house, at the FKB's house, at the chief's house, wherever we feel we need to go, we will do this until we get what we want. And what is it that we want? When do we want it? Now! Why? We deserve it.
If Snyder can wipe out unions in the state where the UAW was formed, that would make him huge in the Republican Party. It would almost guarantee him a spot for the 2016 presidential election.
We're getting a 20% pay cut. It's not just a 10% pay cut. Yeah, for 30. Yeah, we 20 in health care. We have to pay more for our medical and take a 10% pay cut. We haven't had a raise in 7 years. We top out at 54. The cost of living keep rising. My paycheck is what was the same, now it's going lower. I mean, this is ridiculous. At what point in time, you know, what point in time do you acknowledge the fact that we're not going to be able to afford basic living? Majority of the Detroit police officers and firefighters are working second part-time jobs just to afford what they have now, just to hold on to what they have now. I'm not going to participate in slavery. I've never been a slave. I'm not going to participate in slave labor. I don't think so. So y'all have a good day.
How many buses is that?
Four buses roll past us. Like, I'm always standing here waiting on buses, so I'm used to it, but like, 4 buses drive past it.
Is you hot?
Yes, I'm hot. I wish it was shade standing right here.
Dave Bean needs to step up to the plate. He really needs to step up.
I had an incident where somebody called the police because people were shooting around outside, and they said, call us when the shooting done. We said, well, what if somebody gets shot? They said, well, call us when the shooting done, and we'll handle it then. So basically, they don't care about the citizens' lives and none of that. If you don't live across 8 Mile and you don't look like me, you get no police. You get no police service. You don't even get no respect from the police.
I think it's absurd, man. To be honest with you, to take police off the streets, you know, where they do that at?
Yeah, it's enough crime out here as it is. We need the police and we need the EMS to help people that's sick.
Right.
That need the EMS. You know, you call them, you gotta wait a half hour, an hour before they come.
What about safety issues as a driver? You know, there's a lot going on in that department.
Yeah, it's very unsafe out here. We short-handed police officers. They cutting them. They just laid off. They're trying to lay off what, 700?
Wow.
So the response time to anybody is what? You know, we got to do the math.
Is the bus usually on time?
No.
Nothing is guaranteed. You know, the idea that we're entitled to have service at a certain time to afford this late, I think that's wrong. But the drivers have also lost a sense of customer service. And that's part of the problem that we have in the community. We talk respect, but we've forgotten how to respect each other. And that's reflective in things such as simple as customer service.
City government is trying, or basically railroading us as far as handling their budget. There have been cuts that they could have done to the budget that they have negated to do, and they came after us. The attack against us is not only violating our contractual rights as union employees, it's also adhering to dissolve the Detroit Police Department.
But what the citizens need to do is they need to stop just taking it. Okay? Years ago when you called the police, you heard gunshots, you'd have 4 or 5 cars out there. Okay? Now you fast forward to where you are today, you can wake up and the guy is dead on the street, you walk over him and you go to work. If you call the police and they come 2 days from now, you've accepted it. You've allowed them to do what they're doing. You tolerate it. Any other community would not have a police department that comes someplace 2 hours late. When the people in West Bloomfield and Bloomfield Hills and Sterling Heights and Warren, when they call the police come. What we've done is we allowed this administration, not this one, but previous administrations as well, we've allowed them to give us this service. Therefore, they're giving you what you need. They're giving you exactly what you allowed them to do. So when you stand up and you say, hey, listen, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm standing behind public safety. I want to change in how these guys make runs, how they respond to my needs. Until you have that done, and every citizen, it's a right. You deserve it. You pay taxes for it. So why shouldn't you give it? And we're here to give it to you.
People often, like I've been talking to the people, they seem to think it's the driver's fault. I know it ain't y'all's fault, but why you think they get that perception? Or I mean,
this ignorance of people.
Right.
It's just the ignorance of people. Some people just go off just need something to say. Ain't got nothing else to talk about. So they just come up with anything, such as, why you late?
Right.
Well, who will stand somewhere in one spot for 3 hours?
Right.
That's just common sense to go another route.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, what's up, man?
Thanks a lot, man.
On my way. Yes, you are. It's your bus, ain't it?
I'm going home.
Where? Where?
I stay in West Bloomfield. You want to go?
This is 7 miles.
Okay, let me say something.
Girl, that's our bus right there. Oh, Matt, give me a roll. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
This stuff right here. You gonna pull over this stuff and enjoy your cigarette. Don't go back there on this break.
You happy now the bus coming, huh?
It's hot. Of course I'm happy. I'm ready to go home, go change these clothes. Never safe.
Yeah, I was just wondering how. Oh boy, it's Everett. He's late again. Man. All right. So, anyways, I'm going back to like talking nonsense. It's like sound check. ABCD.